Hi, Taurus. This is Just with your bi-weekly September 2016 reading. This should cover the 1st to the 15th, or actually now until mid-September, let's just say. But for some of you guys, it will go on throughout the month, okay? Now, first off, I do see that some of my Tauruses either left the job or your job ended. So there was some perhaps I feel like some of you could have been working seasonal, where you either took on two types of jobs or two different jobs to gain some extra money, or the job that you had really required for you to work extra hard during a seasonal time, okay, for some reason, for some of you. And I do see that there was some type of end, or some of you were just feeling, those of you that this applies to, that either decided to leave a job or the job ended. I feel like there was just an unhealthy relationship with this job. Either you felt overworked, you felt underpaid, undervalued, that sort of thing, and you found yourself being very angry. I do remember speaking to Tauruses months back saying that there was some problems at the workplace, that some of you guys were experiencing a lot of negative energy, and that sometimes, and then a few months ago, you guys are really trying to just do your best, grin, bear it, and stay out of the fray, if you will. I do see that at this point, some of you, it has gotten so bad that you're saying, no, I'm going to leave. Okay. Or again, the company has decided to let you go. Could be a layoff, could be just a phasing out of your position, or just an actual fire. Okay. But I feel like under these circumstances, some of you were offered a severance package, or some of you are trying to apply for unemployment. Okay. And for those of you that's trying to apply for unemployment, I feel like you're going to be holding on to every little penny. Okay. Others of you that's receiving some type of offer for a severance payment, I almost feel like some of you are saying no. You're holding out for more money because you know whatever they're offering you is not going to stabilize your home. Okay. It's not going to be enough for you to take care of house and home. Okay. I feel like they're trying to make it seem like it's good. It's a good offer. But for you, you're like, no, you guys are going to keep me back in these chains. I'm still going to be stuck. I'm still going to be stuck if I just go with what you want to give me. Now, some of you that I feel like some of you are going to want to speak to an attorney. And I feel like this is more for my Tauruses that it would be in a long-term position. So if you've had 10 or more years, 5 or more years at a company, giving blood, sweat, and tears, I feel that some of you are going to seek counsel to get advisement on the situation, because you feel like your company is just, threw you out in the cold. It's like, you know what? How can you just let me go when I've done everything right? And now you're going to want to give me peanuts. That's not going to work for me. So I do see that some of you guys are going to speak to an attorney and to try and get more money. Now, for those of you that this applies to, and I know that this is going to be for a very specific group, but of course, this will relate to some of you out there. Okay. And just keep in mind that if some of you Tauruses out there are feeling the rumbles of a possible layoff, that sort of thing, brace yourself, prepare yourself, okay? Because it could also be you. Now, I know this is obviously never any good news to want to hear, but the reality is if you're already facing it, then you're already dealing with it. This is not something that's going to be, majority of Tauruses, obviously. So if this doesn't resonate with you, then I'll go on to the next set of energies that I'm picking up and see if that resonates with you, or you can go and check another sign that is under your moon, rising, or sun sign. Okay. But for my Tauruses that this relates to, I feel as though with you guys discussing this with an attorney, you will see more money. Okay. And I feel like it's going to be like a lump sum. And I don't even feel like it's going to be like you have to go to court. Okay. Just going to speak with an attorney will do leaps and bounds for some of you guys, because either they're going to send a letter, or they're going to make a phone call, or most of the time attorneys will call one another because a lot of times they know each other, especially in the same field of law. So one phone call, one letter, will kind of can rectify the situation. I definitely don't see a complete all the way through like a trial, so to speak, type of thing. But I do see that there's definitely going to be news of a separation for some of my Tauruses as this relates to. And trust me, if any of you have been contemplating getting an attorney, that would be a really good idea to do, because these people are going to get you more money. You're going to get at least 40% more than what they're offering you. Okay. And I feel like it's going to initially be, it's going to initially be like one lump sum. Okay. And then you'll have to wait for like additional money. So it could be like one lump sum of money and then you file for unemployment, or one lump sum and then you have to wait to roll out to have like your the other payments or the other amounts to come out. So it could be 40% at one lump sum, and then it'll be I want to say 20% more could come, but it'll trickle through. It's not something that is another lump. It'll be like broken up type of payments. Okay. This is going to get you out of that feeling of you don't have enough, they've done you wrong, the betrayal, the loss, the heartbreak, all of that stuff. It's going to get you over that by seeking justice, because at this point, that's the only thing that's really going to make you feel whole again. Obviously, when your financial outlook is challenged and in jeopardy, then obviously nothing in your life will obviously feel stable. Okay. Now, for others of you that does not relate to, but I feel that message so strongly. So for any of my Tauruses that relates to, leave a comment below, or you're also welcome to email me. I know we're up at 6 minutes on this particular message, but I want to make sure that I'm speaking to the person that needs to hear this, or the group of people that needs to hear this. Again, guys, if it's not resonating with you right now, don't create it in your mind. If you know that your work life is fine, then disregard this part. If you feel like something is coming down the pike, just prepare yourself. Forewarned is forearmed, right? So that being said, for others of you, I feel like some of you decided to go out on your own and say, you know what, screw this job. I'm not going to waste my time with this. Okay. I feel like, some of you were being overworked, underappreciated, and you just really felt like there was a lot of control that they had over you. Okay. But either their rules and regulations or someone in particular, it was just a very unhealthy environment that you were in. And you decided to say, no, I'm going to leave, and anything is going to be better than here. Okay. Now, you have to start small. I feel like, some of you that decided to leave, there could have been some type of offer that was given to you, like an incentive for you to stay, or for you to work out a certain amount of time. And I feel like you've kind of like said no. Okay. Others of you could have left the job, went to a new job after getting a new opportunity. It doesn't pay as much as what you are making now, okay, or what you were making, but you know that the environment is going to be far healthier for you, okay, and so you will find yourself in the month of September penny pinching, saving your money, really holding your finances close to your vest as much as possible, because there will be this sense of feeling as though you just don't have enough at the very beginning of it all. Okay. And that may make you feel like your home base is a bit destabilized. Okay. Because of, the money factor. And although, again, you were making a lot of money at this first, at the company you left, that if you would have stayed there, something really catastrophic could have happened. Okay. Now, I don't mean to say that someone would have passed or anything like that, but I mean, it could have been a lot worse than what it was. You got out when you knew that it was the right time, that you could no longer withstand any more abuse for some of you. Okay. Now, I do see that there is going to be, if you deciding to leave an opportunity, and go to another opportunity, I feel like there's going to be a lot of people that you have to deal with in the month of September. Okay. I feel like some of you are going to deal with air signs are going to be very significant, or how you communicate with others will be very significant. Okay. I get this sense, especially when I was shuffling you guys' cards. It's as if when you try to get down to the bottom of something with someone, particularly if you're dealing with a fire sign, they may clam up. They may give you like the deer in headlights look at you like, what? I don't really want to answer this type of thing. And I feel like there's going to be somewhat of a challenge for you to get down to the bottom of a situation. And for some of my Tauruses, if you're not getting the answers as quick as you need them, or if you feel like the person is being misleading in any way, I feel like there's going to be this out of the blue conflict, like an eruption, if you will. Okay, almost as if you how you snap, like if the person says one more thing or something, you just snap. You may scream, that type of thing. Okay, so that's what I'm saying here. Now, again, there is an opportunity for some of you guys to, and let me say this, if you're working at your job, okay, whatever, some of you could have been, again, mandatory overtime, mandatory, late hours or whatever. Your shift had to increase to some extent. Okay. And you might have found yourself like, this is just not healthy for me to work these hours, to take on all of this responsibility. And it's come to an end. It's not something that you left your job or anything like that, but just the influx of work and requirements for you to have to, change your schedule up or adhere to more responsibility has come to an end. Okay. It's come to an end and it makes you feel so good. Now you're going to be able to go out and do other things and kind of be able to move forward in your life. Some things for some of my Tauruses that this relates to, you've had to put things on hold because you have had to have all hands on deck to carry out all of this responsibility at the workplace. And I feel like there's two people at your job, okay? Whether you're leaving one, have left one, or will be moving into a new one, or you're still at your job, three people are going to be very significant in the month of September, and they all are people of authority. Okay. 2 people, they work in tandem, they work together. Okay. Either they're, again, partners. So you could be interviewing and you might be thinking, okay, I'm interviewing with one person, but in fact, you're going to be interviewing with 2 people. Okay, so you might come into an interview meeting a woman and she's nice, she seems fair enough, but she's not warm and fuzzy or anything like that, but she's a very fair person, extremely intellectual. And then it's like, okay, well, wait a minute, I want you to meet someone else. And the crazy part about it is that some of you guys are not even going to feel like you're prepared. It's going to be like, it's going to be like this jobs that some of you guys are going for is very competitive. It's a lot of people competing for this position. Okay. And because of it, you just feel like, okay, I'm not up to snuff. I feel like it's just negative self-talk that some of you guys are doing, overly critiquing yourself. Okay. Which is normal. And I feel like some of you may be coming in, although to others, you're giving off a very dynamic sort of energy. Okay. Women, you're going to come off as being very much an alpha female. Okay. I feel like when you meet this person, everything will go fine. And then again, you're going to be kind of shocked to hear that, oh, well, you have to meet somebody else. Okay. You may not necessarily feel like you're ready enough. You may not necessarily feel like you're dressed just right. It's going to be something about it that you feel like you're not necessarily prepared all the way. So it's going to come to you as a shock when they propose something to you. So there's something that's going to be proposed to my Tauruses in the month of September. I almost feel like your tagline may be surprise, because there's going to be some type of and no, I don't have the Tower card here, but the energies that I'm getting is that there's going to be some type of surprise, some type of unknown element. Okay. And now just know that when someone comes to you about it, just know that they mean all well and good. They're not trying to do you wrong at all. Although it may feel like, to some extent, that because you're so thrown off by it, you may feel wronged in the moment. Okay, but it's not. Now, this could also be for some of my so I wanted to say, for those of you you need to if you're looking to start something on your own, Okay. There is a new opportunity for Tauruses to do something creative. And when I say creative, that means you being able to turn nothing into something. Okay. That is a creative endeavor to me. It is to create something. Okay. So, broaden your mind scope when you think of creative, because a lot of people like to encapsulize the meaning to just this microscopic understanding of cooking, sewing, knitting, ... something create, like crafty. No, but it's definitely something that you can create yourself, that is a one person show. Just know that you have the ability to do that, and know that will afford you far more gains than what you are seeking for your employment. So for some of you, you may have had this eureka moment and saying, you know what, I'm going to start my own business. I'm going to get this going, and it's going to do really well for you guys. Okay, it's going to take you from a rags to riches type of thing. Not a complete riches, but definitely a rags to feeling very comfortable. Okay. Now, as far as love is concerned for my Tauruses, some of you, and I am speaking directly to some of my Taurus ladies right now. Okay. Some of you guys have a fire sign absolutely shook. I mean, you're going to have him totally shook, because he's not going to see the divorce papers coming. He's not going to see those papers being served to him. See, here's the thing. You've been tolerating a lot of cheating, deception, this person having financial control over you, this person having all type of control over you, or the perception of them having control over you, because I feel it's more a perception than it is a reality. And so for some of you, obviously it will be a reality, but you always have free will to be able to make decisions and choices, which you guys are actually doing now. So there was some type of, and I'm speaking directly to my married Taurus women. Okay. Men, I'll get to you in a minute. I feel like, with this divorce, this upcoming divorce, I feel like some of you have sought legal representation. Okay. And some of you have actually teamed up or will be teaming up with husband, wife, son, mother, brother, sister, or just really two very close partners, that's either their own personal law firm boutique, or it's that's their style of practice that they work together. Now, you may be initially meeting with the woman, okay, the female attorney, and then there is counsel that comes through her superior, so a partner of the firm, or the owner, or a partner. So it could be actual marriage partner that is also working in tandem with her. But I feel like there's two people that are representing you, okay? And they're going to try, because here's the thing. I feel like you've just now gotten a pure eureka moment that, you know what? I can do bad all by myself. Like, I don't need help from you to help me suffer, to help me, be in a poorhouse, to help me. I could do it all by myself. So basically, you're deciding to say, no, enough cheating, enough me feeling like, I just don't have enough because, with you is always a problem. I'm going to get out of here. Okay. And I feel like, for some of you, you could have already been in the process. And so he could have his attorney, and this could also be his attorney. So not necessarily him per se, but it could also be an attorney that they're contacting, and they're suggesting that, he pay out set amount, which is going to make the attorney look like, are you crazy? And then, he'll come back with a suggestion, and they're going to veto that, because they're going to feel like, no, absolutely not. Like, he has, especially if you guys have children and that sort of thing, like he has a family, he's not going to leave her in a worse state, or in a lower state than, obviously he found her in. Okay. So I feel like it's going to be that type of thing going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. But for my Tauruses that this relates to, you're going to be very happy that you got rid of this person, and that you were able to move forward, and that the divorce proceedings are on way. Now, of course, like anything, this will destabilize some of you for a little time, I feel. And I feel like it's going to be like a month, maybe 4 months for some of you. It just depends on your energy. But, you're going to get out of this. There will be a feeling of lack, Obviously, when you have two incomes and it's going down to one, and then when you're going through, court proceedings to get financial restoration, if you will, I feel like you're going to have that period of lack and lag. And so therefore, there will be this time of a short time of you guys feeling as if you don't have, but that's only going to last, I feel like, for the first 5 days of September, okay, or the first 2 weeks of September. And then after, there's going to be an abundance. Okay. So if there was someone that owed you money, they've been giving you just a little bit here, a little bit there. And you're like, this is not enough. You're supposed to give me way more than this. Know that the money is going to come to you. Okay. And I feel like they'll continue to try to give you some money, but you have to, not look at it as if it's, well, you're just doing this, because you want me to do something type of thing. Okay. Now, for others of you that this does not relate to an actual divorce, if you will, I feel like others of you are going to, now you have this very karmic relationship that you're in right now, or you were in. And I mean, this thing was very karmic. This person had a lot of control over you, but I feel like you got, again, there was this eureka moment. There was this epiphany that you kind of came in to understanding. Okay. And I feel like you decided to leave the person. Now, the person initially said to you, yes, let's try to work this out. We can go slow. Everything could be fine. I feel like they tried to say the same things that they've said to you in the past. Okay, to get you to reason with you, that sort of thing. Okay, some of them could have tried to produce some extra funds if funds were the problem in the past. And I feel like at this point, Tauruses are like, no, it's not enough. There's nothing that you can feed me. It's nothing that you could tell me that's going to make me feel right about this anymore. Okay, I have to get away from you if I want my life to be in line with what I believe and where I want my life to go. And I feel like no matter what they try to offer you, you're going to only look at it on the defense. Okay. For some of my Tauruses now, this could be you. Okay. So obviously it could be you that someone's filing a divorce on, and you're shocked. It can happen to you as well as you doing it to them. Okay. And so this encapsulates all Tauruses that this relates to. Either one of you, this could be you're going through this. Okay. I feel like there's going to be this feeling like you guys just know that you just can't get where you need to be. I'm not just talking about monetarily, okay? I'm talking about spiritually. Like you just can't. There's always this feeling depressed, feeling sad, feeling down and out because of this relationship with this person, okay? And I feel like some of you may have your parents get involved. Okay, so if some of you live with your parents, or your parents are very important to you, I feel like some of you could be having your parents, like some of you could have broken up with this person. You guys lived together, you broke up, and you had to move in with your parents, and he's trying to come to your parents' house to see you, and they are stopping they're stopping him right at the door. Like your mother's meeting him at the door with a what for, and the father is on the couch, or he's not too far behind. He's right with the mother, but your man, your soon to be ex-husband, your fiance, your whatever, the ex that's at the door, he doesn't see that the father is behind the door or away from his view. Okay. But I feel like he's trying to come to see you, and no, he got blocked by either, your sister and her husband, your mother and your father, two people that are married, are tied together, or that are brother, sister, that type of like a very strong connection that they have with each other. They will be confronting him. Okay. And this is very strong for those of you that's dealing with a fire sign. All right. Again, for those of you that this relates to, as it relates to a relationship having to end a situation because you knew it was very karmic, you knew that this person had a lot of control over you, or vice versa, obviously. I feel like there's going to be some type of new beginning, new offer that can come from someone. All right. And I feel like it'll come just when some of you guys are like starting, like you've started to really focus on how you want to invest your money, because there's going to be whatever financial issues my Tauruses are having in the month of August coming into September. Know that your money is going to increase, okay, by 40%. Okay, either when you start in this new job, or again, if you guys start this new creative venture. And I feel very strongly that if you guys have had messages, intuitive feelings, that sort of thing, something like this, something's telling me, I feel like that sort of thing, or someone mentioning it, something like that. Yeah, go for it. You know, if you know that you have your plan and strategy, go for it, because you will definitely, I feel, get more gains in doing something independent than if you were with a job. But of course, you know, job to most people bring a level of stability and consistency. So if you can do both, that would be great. Okay. As far as anyone else with love, that's pretty much what I see. I do see breakups. I do see people ending things, but this is only for Tauruses that are needing to once and for all sew up loose ends in relationships that never served them in the first place. Okay, this is not for my Tauruses that are in really good, healthy relationships, be it marriage or just a committed relationship. As it relates to my single Tauruses, I feel like a lot of you have just come out of something, and so therefore you're very much open to the possibilities of things anew. But I feel like there's a lot of offers that are coming to you now. You're trying to, again, stabilize yourself and really focus on work and building your brand, building, you know, your financial portfolio. And you just keep getting offers and offers and offers. And you're saying, yeah, that would be nice. And it's great. Particularly fire signs are going to be all over you. And you're like, yeah, that'll be nice. That'll be nice. That'll be great. But really, I need to focus on building myself right now. Okay. That's what I'm seeing as far as my single Tauruses. There's a lot of focus on money, guys. A lot of money focus. So at the beginning of this month, money may be feeling a little will be feeling a little lacking for some of you, but it'll eventually get free flowing. I definitely want to say by the third week of September, it's going to change around drastically. So you guys can expect, and it's money that's going to be coming in. So through this divorce, through this settlement that you guys have coming up, through the severance package, through you starting your own business, the clientele that you'll be getting in, that sort of thing, things are going to change around for you guys. So just keep that in mind. Okay. So that is what I have for you guys as it relates to mid-September, mid-month for your first half of September. But again, these are energies that you guys are going to feel throughout this month, and for some of you, a couple of months thereafter. So that is what I have for you guys for the month of September. If this relates to you, comment below. Let me know how you like the video and if it resonates. And if you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe, as I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Taurus.